let's get started on changing out the global footer area of your website. So to do that, in the dashboard area of your website, go ahead and click on the Theme Builder button here. It'll take us to this area. Click on the pencil of the global footer area to edit it. Once that has loaded, we will change out the background color of this main section settings by clicking background. You'll put in the color that you would like to go here. Now this area didn't change. So if that happens, this background color is found in that third column area. So let's just go ahead. And if that happens, it shouldn't because I fixed it right now. But if that happens, go ahead and click that third column, wherever the column is, and just delete the color that's in there. So the next thing that we want to do is to change each individual area out. So click on this icon or the text settings there. And you'll change out the placeholder information, including your email. So you'll see that, okay, so when we get into the theme customizer, we set the hyperlinks to be a certain color. If you want the color to not be the default color that you have there, you can reset the link color by highlighting this link here and clicking the text button. Now you'll see that the color is set right here to the hex code. So if you wanted to get rid of that, you could just delete it. And you can add your own, whatever your hex code is. So let's say if we want it to be black. We wanted to make sure that we also change this one here. And that'll change that there. If you don't want that color to be different, you can also just delete this link that I have in here. And it'll reset to your email address. So fake@sendit.com. You will want to set the link though. You'll want to go up to this link, highlight the text that you want to set as a link, click this link button. You'll want to put mail to and your email address, whatever it is here. So mail to, your email address. And okay, so you'll see that it automatically went to the set hyperlink color. If you wanted to change that, keep it highlighted, and you can also go here to this little text button. You can change it to whatever color. Now, if you don't see the color that you want here, that's when you would go in and you would change it to the right hex code in here. So that's how that is done. Now, these buttons here are buttons. So to change the button style out, you're going to want to keep them all the same. So go ahead and hit that shift button, hold down, click each one of these button boxes, making sure to highlight any that decide they don't want to be highlighted. This menu title is not a button, so don't click on that one. So just click on those buttons, go to the design tab, and you can change the alignment. You can change the button style, so you can change the text color here and the background. So the background is set as that was set to that color there so that it maintained even when it was, let's see, we'll want to undo that. So that is set to be basically the same color as this background here, that transparency. So that is what's going on right there because this is set here as orange. So just leave that as it is unless you're going to completely change it. And again, if you needed to, you can go to the center column and change that middle column to the background color that you want it to be also. So to change the border, the button border, if you wanted to add borders to it, you can do that. So that's what that would look like. You can change the button font. So once you're done changing the style of the button, you're going to want to make sure to change each individual link. The links are already set in there to be the homepage link or the services page link. So if you have a different page, you're going to want to make sure that you add that link in there. So to change out these icons are already are custom icons and they're already set to these colors. So unless you have icons that you already own or you've paid for, you're going to want to leave these icons in there, or I can show you how to use the icons that come with the theme right now. So you'd go to Insert Module. You go to Social Media Follow. And you can add social networks here, and you can change out. So you don't have to purchase icons, but these are the default icons that come with it. And there's only so much that you can change in terms of color. So you can change the color, but you can't change the design. So if you don't like these icons that are here, you can do the social network settings and change how they look based off of the color and the size. So you can make the size a little bigger, but you can't customize them beyond that. And then you would just put your link in there to your social media profile. So if you choose not to use these, you can always use the ones that come with the Divi theme, or you can purchase your own custom icons. So to change these out, so say you don't have LinkedIn, just highlight LinkedIn and backspace. You don't have Snapchat, highlight and backspace. You don't have Pinterest, same there. So if you want to add the link to the icon, just highlight the icon and click the link button and input the URL to your social media account and click the new window for the target. And that means that it's going to open up a new window so that they stay on your website, but also open up your Facebook page. So that's how you do that. You're going to do the same thing for each box here. So once that's done, just make sure to hit save and OK. To change this little box down here, you click this green gear icon, click background, and change the color that you would like it to be. And then you would put in your information. The privacy policy, you want to make sure that you input the link to your privacy policy here. You could click that, and you could put privacy policy, or you could click from the privacy policy if it's already published on your website. So let's see, page link. So it would bring up, once you click page link, you would bring up the pages that you currently have, and you would click the privacy policy button there, and it would automatically link to that. You would want to change this to the correct year, and then the name of your business down here. So once you're all done, you're going to click that save button. And then once it saves, you're going to click this exit button here. I'm not going to save these changes, but you want to. And then make sure that you come back to this home page or home screen and click all changes saved and click save again. Make sure that that is done before you exit out. And that is, I will now go over how to make changes to your global header. This can be found in the theme builder area on your Divi dashboard. So go ahead and click the theme builder. And once you're in here, click this pencil button for the global header. So when we make changes in the global header, it's going to make changes across your entire website. To get started, I'll show you how to change. This is called the secondary header. It's how it looks. It's the top of your header, and it shows up like this when it's in the laptop version. iPad version. I keep messing that up. And then the phone version here. So to change the background color, you click the gear settings for the section, and you'll set your background here. Oh, that yellow is harsh. So once you've made that background change color, click the save button. And then these areas, I have 3 rows. If you don't want to have social media icons, you don't want your email, if you only want your phone number, what you can do is come up here to change column structure, and you can change it to 1. And then you can go in and just delete each one that you don't want. So let's go back to 3. What I did there is hit Control-Z, and it backed up. It basically is the undo button, Control-Z to get back to there. So to change your email address, you hover over this area, double click it. It might be hard to get into because there's very little width there. So just double click over the area and put your email here. And then you can click this link button, and you'll put mail to, and then your email address goes here. So your email, not your email, but actually your email. at whatever it is.com, and then hit the target as a new window, and then hit OK, and that'll set it as a link. So once you're done with that, click that. The reason it didn't show up is because the background color is set to a color that is the same as what's set for the link color. So let me change that real quick so you can see that. Okay, so here is your phone number. You don't have to do anything with the link. You just put it in there like that. Type in your phone number. And then to change the text color, you go here to text, and then you can change it to whatever you want. But when you're on a cell phone, it will show up as a link. So it will take that hyperlink color that you set in the theme customizer. So if you want to override that, what you can do is highlight, click to highlight, and then click here to pick the color that you would rather that it is, even with, to override the hyperlink setting. So if you don't see the color that you like here, that's totally fine. Just pick a color, any color. And once the color is set, click on this text tab, and you'll see that the color is in a hex code, and you can input whatever hex code that you want. So let's see, 789. What does that change it to? So it changes it to green. So if you have a hex code you want to put in there, just click on highlight here and put whatever color you want to change it, and then hit the text so that you can actually manually put in that hex code. Once you're done with that, click save. And then I gave you two options on the website. You can either use the icons that I supplied with this kit. You can use your own icons that you upload yourself, or you can use the default icons that come with Divi. And these are the default icons here. So to add your links in here, you will click on whichever social media tab that you want to include your link, and you'll put your social media account link in here. And then if you want to change the color of this background, just scroll down to background. You can change it to whatever color you want. So that's how you do that. Back up to go back to the main social icon settings. So say you don't have an Instagram, you can delete that, but let's pick a new one. So you click that plus button, click the network, and then you can pick from here the networks that are available. If you don't see a network on here, they don't have the icon for it. So if you have a social networking site that you wanted to add, they don't have the icon for, you're going to have to purchase the icon yourself and upload it here, or find a free icon that's free for use to upload here, and then just add that in as an image and then add the link to that. That's something that I go over in the footer tutorial, how to add links to the images. So you can go over that in the footer tutorial. So let's just say this is Pinterest. So what you're going to do again, click the link, put in your account URL. So you would put in https://pinterest.com, and then whatever your business account number or account name is. And that's the same for all of these. So Twitter, the link would be https://twitter.com, and then whatever your handle for Twitter is, you would put it in there. So once you're done with that, we're going to go over this menu here. So once you have created your menu, and this is something I do go over in its own tutorial on how to create a menu, you're going to set the menu in here. If you haven't already created a menu, you are going to have to come back after you go over the tutorial and then set the menu, to set it to the menu that you create. So to upload your logo, click logo, and then you're going to upload your logo here, and you're going to insert it. You can make a background for this area, so you can change this. You can have it be whatever color you want. If you wanted to add a whole background color to this whole section, click that blue icon, and then you can add a background color here. But then you would need to add a background color in this area as well to match. I hit Control-Z to undo what I had just done. So to change the menu, we already went over the logo, we went over background. So layout. If you want to change the way this looks, you could do it so that it's centered. And then you can also, left align. So that's what that looks like. And I had it inline centered so that the logo is in the middle. Centered looks like this. And left aligned. Menu text. So the active link color you can change here. You can change it to whatever you want. So it would be whatever page you're on is the color would show up here. So if I was on the services page, services would be highlighted red. Menu font, you can set a different font than what is in your theme customizer. I have it set to default. Menu text color, you can change the text color here. Menu text size, make it bigger. You can add a shadow. Drop-down menu. If you want the drop-down menu to look different on mobile, actually, if you had your menu has parent pages and children pages, so say you have get started and then you add a couple more pages like how to get started and more information here. So you'd have a drop down. So to change the drop down menu color, you could do that in here. I don't have any parent and child menu items, so I can't show you that, but this is where you would go if you actually had, when you hover over, you would be able to see the drop down menu change color. So mobile menu background color is what this looks like so this is the drop down in the mobile. So if you want to change the background, you do that here. Menu text color here. So that's what that does. So once you've set the background or the colors and you've set the mobile menu colors as you'd like, click that save button. And that is how you customize the header, the header for this area. So once you're done, make sure you click that save button and exit, and then click the all changes saved on the next page. I'm not going to save these changes. I'm going to go ahead and exit without saving. I'm going to discard and exit, and then you click that all changes saved button when you're all done.